What's up, everybody? Hello, and welcome back to some more Terra Invicta as Project Exodus. I'm trying to make a plan for us to go forward and win this game. It's a whole new session for me so that I can look at things with clear eyes here. And I think right now our blocker, our bottleneck is in fissiles, right? We need to use fissiles to power a lot of our drives. And because of that, our ships are kind of stuck in dock and they can't go out and act with impunity and really get going after the aliens for these exotics. So I'm looking at options to remediate that. And I see a lot of the drives over here have a lot of the more advanced drives have options to refuel besides using propellant. What I'm really eyeing up here are the ones that use purely water or water with a combination of metals. A lot of these can be very good. I also see over here there's these helion drives that use a little bit of fissiles. But I looked at over this helium-3 mine. If we can build this around a gas giant, we'll no longer have to use fissiles. This faction's helion fusion drives do not use any fissiles, and it's propellant load. This helion reflex drive, where is the helion fusion drive? Is that an actual tech? Okay, I'm just going to assume that it's because the drive type is fusion, right? Yeah, I'm assuming so. So there's a couple of techs we get there. I'm also interested that we are pretty much getting very close to finishing off the tech tree here. Also, there's one other tech I want to look into. So there's these singleton viruses that I'm very curious about. Okay, assassinate missions. Okay, I was wondering what this is the targeted biological warfare. I guess that's where if you want to kill everyone's advisors here. There's also global empires, which I think we need to grab at some point because it gets you 120 control point cap. Not because we're going to go and take anything, but because we keep running up to the limit of our control points here. Looking around what we're doing right now, we have we're working on getting rid of a lot of the alien assets that are now exist in the Earth, and then we also need to try to break apart the alien administration in India. Shouldn't be too terrible. We just got to keep raising their unrest, and we can deal with it that way. I mean, we could probably also do like do a crackdown here. Is that possible? No, definitely not with the size of their economy. So we're going to break them up eventually. Our goal here is to get rid of those nukes. But as long as they don't attack anyone we care about, or if they attack China, who we don't care about, and they're more likely to attack them because they border them, they'll be happy, right? I don't think anyone else that they have in their lineup could really be too much of a risk to us. So that'll be fine. Currently, we have our scav fleet refueling. They are completely refueled. We're waiting to get these Odyssey-class Titans out of orbit for them. And I want to send them to try to get a base around one of the gas giants, probably Jupiter. I think that would be smart. Get a base around Jupiter, build a shipyard, build defensive platforms, and use that as like kind of our forward operating base. Because once we get out there, they're more likely to attack that base than they are to attack damn near anything, I'm pretty sure. So take a quick look and see what the aliens are doing to catch up here. We have a 10K fleet in low Earth orbit. That's going to be a big problem for us. Just so many ships. Their best ship now is at 724 for a dreadnought. It's about twice the combat capabilities of our dreadnought. They just have so much Delta V with the what are they using for their, because they only have water as propellant sources. Can't wait till we get to that and I can get rid of this fissile shortage that's plaguing our ships. Low Earth orbit for 1.2k. 10k to low Venus orbit. That's a concern. Someone's coming to attack Swigert Space Dog. Good luck with that. And then we have Marape. Okay, so where are they going to Venus? What's around Venus? We only have the one spaceship or station around Venus. It's Vandenberg. Do I need to upgrade you? Bet you I do. Let's go and get you a ring core. It's not the worst thing if this place loses its focus here. It is a nano factory. But let's start with the ring upgrade here. Get you some more stuff in case you survive this. If you lose it, that's fine. We already have our main station all built up here. We're in total war footing, so let's kind of play this a little bit slow for now and see what's going to happen. So they arrive in March of this year. We have some time there. Swigert Space Dock is also in March. We should be able to refit most of our stuff before that happens. Yeah, our scav fleet is fully repaired here. 6 ships totaling 3k combat power. Not too shabby. Earth defense fleet. How's your propellant looking? Very, very low. Very, very low. But 36 ships, 2k combat strength. You can probably take anything that comes at you. Because I see they count the propellant that you have available as combat power, but if in like an engagement,
securing our interests,
we've blown out a couple enemies that are much stronger than us. I was really hoping in the tech tree that we'd find a tech that would boost our ability to like buy things with credits. Sadly, we can't. Ecological stabilization program, welfare priority, okay. Starting to catch up on all of our techs again. I like the idea of just keep targeting the cheap ones here. Here's a drive that only uses metals. Here's a drive. This is the Triton Reflex drive that uses mostly water. What does it lead towards? But we're still going to keep to the cheapest first priority for that one. We're knocked through a lot of these. We've lost control over like one of our global research. That's fine. The resistance is putting all their focus over here. I'm pretty sure.
Is secure.
So I don't mind too much.
Target destroyed.
Okay.
The LZ
500 exotics is the score to beat here. We are getting... I need to probably turn off the antimatter farm. Can't afford to do this right now. Go ahead and shut down. 10k strength in this one little station here. Yeah, it's too much. Monthly support cost, though, if we power everything on, we are actually over our resource limit here, and it's by quite a little bit here. We'll shut these down for now. So if I power all these on, I almost wonder if I should do something like this. 2 agriculture complex, and then replace this one with an antimatter farm. I think we should, because that'll make it to where we don't have that cost for us. We're still going to use a ton of noble metals and volatiles if I do this. And if we built the last antimatter one, it would be... Yeah, do this. We're going to turn off all the colliders here. Don't decommission. Power this one off. Shut down, and shut down. And that'll be fine. This will be our antimatter template that we're going to use. Should be all good. We'll get our value up here. And once we have enough resources to where I don't feel like that's going to be really hurt us, we'll turn that back on. And we can start using antimatter for our weapons here. Should be all right.
It is a miracle of engineering
there's deuterium fusion. Yes. We're looking on...
But romantically, standing next
reactors.
to a heavy...
Servants fly in lunar orbit. We also have minded machine over here now. Cool. What does this give us? Cyborging, training simulation implants, accelerando. Okay. See how that goes. Now we just wait, I think. Right? Yeah, they have 2 billion people in here. What are they focusing on? They're going to get some space defenses pretty fast. They already probably have 1. Army and Navy. Their military is pretty behind. They need strength in order to contest people. Alright, work on Wuhan.
Taking it to them.
Nelson.
Ready for orders.
Or David.
Reporting in.
Let's automate David's missions.
Acknowledged.
Also, we're going to have you assist with the increasing unrest here. We'll use some ops. But we have so much op generation that it doesn't matter. We get 90 ops a cycle. We're basically great on all of our resources, even though we're way over our cap for this. Double check these guys. I want to actually start boosting persuasion on some of these guys, just because that gives us more control points. Gets our command control point cap up by a little bit here. And then for the other guys, we'll do command. Diplomat, let's boost his command. We have super agents here now. All the guys are very, very high level. Persuasion for you. Hell, even our officer over here who's the newest add-on, is still very strong. She has her admin and security capped. And working on her command next. Some espionage too. Alright, but I think we can do a little cutaway here. Come back whenever we have these things that are inbound. And March arriving. Someone's coming to Ceres.
Lending my expertise. Making things safe for our people.
I don't know how we deal with this 10k battle. This is
Lending my
definitely here to
expertise.
defend the alien administration, but we can't really take them on right now. Training, procurement, education. So let's do welfare. Trying to get our global warming output fixed here. 3.9 for you.
Death to tyrants.
5.5. Permanent
Death
assignment
to
there.
Tyrants.
And yeah, you're going to be a little ways away here. We have gotten everybody below... It's low welfare here. I almost want to say drop the welfare focus and do a little bit of military buildup here. I think that makes sense. The economy investments might be a little bit too much here. I want to dial those down, especially since raising the economy will raise our control point cap by a lot. We'll make do. All right, I'll do a cutaway here. I'll bring you guys back once we have some space combat. All right, we now have Alien Fleet Victor 163 in low Venus orbit. Let's see how they're doing. 1.1k. They're just kind of here. I see. Okay. Project Fleet. Okay, they're attacking. The Scav Fleet's getting attacked by Victor. Okay. Except, yeah, don't think they'd want to do that. Okay, here we go. The Scav Fleet has Swigert Space Dock and everything else in here. Let's accept. Yeah, they don't want to fight me. Okay. Didn't think so. People are coming to Dione. That's fine.
We are winning their hearts and minds.
Those are the ones
The
that were chasing out the
revolution
Scav
is
Fleet,
coming.
trying to take them out. Okay, this fleet is now resupplied with their... That's the Scav Fleet. Let's check out... Echo's still trying to arrive. These are our two other Titan-class ships. Let's have you permanently assigned on increasing unrest over there. So our outpost raiders. We need to replenish them. How is your propellant right now? Oh god, you still need 5.
The people
So
will
much.
be free.
The revolution.
Yeah, I guess these guys
is
are gonna...
coming.
We're gonna use the outpost raiders to deal with the other things in orbit of Earth from the servants. China is wants to join its war to attack El Salvador. I will decline. Let's go ahead and knock out... This is a medium tech we're doing. Let's get the fusion cell reactor here. So we have freedom fighters. I think I actually want to do freedom fighters now just because we're trying to break away India from the alien administration. If we break it free, we can ally them. This is going to make me sick if I look at the globe spinning like that. Nuclear missiles, okay. Let's see, 3.9 unrest here. Things are building. How long until we get those, 40 days until the Odyssey Titans are all built out here, and I can send them. Let's just double check and make sure the guys that we have on the Scav fleet, these ships, they have the scoops, right? Scav class should have a scoop. Yeah, remass scoop. Fill hydrogen propellant stores. Wait, what is our propellant that we use? I'm concerned. Have I fucked up the class here? Let's look at the Scav class. You use open cooling, open cycle cooling. Probably made a mistake here. Let's look at our drive here. So open cycle cooling for all of these. So that's fine. Propellant hydrogen. Propellant is reaction. Okay, so I'd have to go and do a swap here to use water from the neutron flux. Use metals, reaction. We're getting the higher level of these though. Wouldn't be so terrible here. Scavenger block 2 is fine. Invalid refit. Shit. So these scavs I decided are not gonna get it done for us, right? Drive must be of the same class, power plant, and propellant type. What are you using right now? You're using the terawatt gas core fission reactor? What if I slot like a level 3 in here? Power plant must be the same type. Bet you if I fix this, it'll then say the other thing's broken, right? So these might already be outdated. That's disconcerting. Well, I guess we'll send the scav fleet to Mars. Yeah, I fucked up, huh? I sure did. That's tragic. Okay, we'll lock these summons in. I'm gonna have to go and do a redesign of our fleet. I think once we get the Odyssey out here, maybe with the better drives, because I'll have to mark these as obsolete. I think.
I will help them.
Offering support.
Yeah, that's quite rough. You should be able to redo
assistance.
the drives on these damn things. Doesn't make sense that you can't. But we'll group all these guys together and make one large fleet, I think. Or split them up and use them where necessary. Hopefully we roll lucky. 25%, damn.
The people will be free.
Anyway, I think we're just chilling, getting some text
The
done.
uprising is underway.
Soon we're gonna have
Long live the revolution.
Mexico has joined up China. We can still send them out to the gas giant. The problem is we won't be able to refuel them when they're there. Not without building a ship for them, or a space dock. But it'd still be good to get them out there and use them. If they die, they die. We'll be able to build up propellant stores while we send them in transit. It should be fine. Plus, this fleet's going to arrive in June. That's going to be our plan here. Once these ships come off the construction line in 19 days, we'll group them up and send them out to get us a station around some kind of giant gas giant. So I'll bring you guys back once we get our fleet together and we can send them out on their mission. All right, we just completed the Takamox project here. Let's just get a new one. Where do we want to go here? Directed focus. Naughty's a very low chance of us executing. Administration complex could be very useful for us. And white collar automation. Though having better... Okay, helium-3 mine. Let's go for that. That's part of the whole reason why I want to go to Jupiter, is to get that established. Mirror cell fusion reactor. Deuteron reflex drive. Okay. This is our cheap one, right? Yep. What do you want to invest into here? Plasma batteries could always be good. Same with plasma cannon. Nuclear torpedoes, green phase cannons and batteries. Flare drives. I'm trying to think when we want to design our next class of ships, because right now we're in an awkward middle phase, and I think I need to design new class of ships and kind of relegate what's currently in Earth orbit to stationary defense. We don't really have a ship class that can go out and chase the aliens down. Right, we're just static defenses at this point that can slowly move around if given enough time. Which is not what I really want to be here. We also I've been dealing with the aliens' attempts to, not the aliens, but there was a play by the resistance over here to take Canada, so we had to fight them back here, which is why Zyda's free to work some assignments for me. The aliens are invading Belize over here. We'll see what they end up doing. I could, if I allied Belize. No, let them be. I'm hoping they use some nukes. Get that number down here. Let us start getting stuff. They're doing some some space defenses. We're also investing in those. I don't want to get nuked within my own borders, so I have all my countries doing a little bit of focus in space defenses. The Deuteron reflex drive. Okay. Really getting towards the end game here, where it's just going to start being control of space that matters. All right, Vandenbeck Station is now kitted out. I can go and do a lot of swaps around for here. For instance, it would be really nice if we could take these solar arrays that we built and replace them with an agricultural complex or two. I'll do 2 of those. Then I want to go and do nanofacturing for this one and nanofacturing for this one. Let's get battle stations here and here. That'll put us at a very strong level. And then I'm going to need to do solar farms in place of solar arrays over here. So this will work out. We're going to have 4K in that we can replace. That's probably what we want to do with the shipbuilding, right? The Spaceworks. Sounds like a plan. Let's see what that all shapes out to be before I replace these last 2 nanofactories. I'm thinking we'll replace them with command centers. Let's let them build everything, because I don't want to remove these before they build all the stuff. That'll get Van and Big Station all kitted out. We also have finished building out, or we're getting close to finishing out the Allen Bean stuff over here. We're waiting for something to be
Long
built.
live the revolution!
I'm going to power everything here.
People will be free.
These last 2 fusion reactors need to be built. Okay. When did these get done? 11th of August of this year. Nice. We're only waiting for this Echo 58 fleet to get into arrival orbit, which is coming in the next 6 days. Okay. The UAE is getting involved against Belize.
Target destroyed.
Alright, we're working on the stuff in Hyderabad. So we can get that unrest even higher here. Okay, we'll lose some boost. That's not a problem. Been a long time since I saw that event. Ah, cool. We're gonna begin resupplying at Spiker Space Dock. They'll get rekitted out. Join the SCAF fleet. And we should be able to send these guys out here. So this is Low Vesta orbit, Ceres orbit, Hygeia orbit, where we go to Jupiter. Let's save some Delta V. It's going to take us a year. But if we get there... Their option is colonizing one of the planets they have. Let's look at Jupiter and just pick a target here. We could just go right for Ganymede. What's on Callisto? There's an alien base on Callisto. About Ganymede. Looking for any of them that have what I want in terms of volatiles. I could try to get close to Valhalla base. Let's look at Ganymede again. We settled this 2.9 or this 2.1. This 2.1 actually is... I'm looking towards this one, I think. Or we just get a station around them. It's got a lot of fleets and moons here. Let's settle Ganymede. I could go for the outer ones too, though. The launch window's right now. $90 weeks here. Or just go to Jupiter in 83 weeks. Well, Ganymede, 90 weeks. Let's go to interface orbit with Jupiter. Do it. Send it out there. We'll have to build out a station here. But if it works, we should be able to expand to this entire body of planets. Let's do it. Get it out, get it done. Send out our 4K fleet. They're going to be very weak when they get there. We'll see if they make it. This is all of our Titans. But they are also outdated, so if we lose them, it's no big deal because we can't retrofit them with what we want. And we still have the Earth Defense Fleet, which I need to actually stock up on supplies for. It's take them a year to get there. We probably want to go ahead and get the propellant of the Earth Defense Fleet resupplied as much as we can. We don't have enough to fully outfit them. Alternatively, I could decommission them and just rebuild them with the new stuff. Might have to do that eventually, but not right now. Not when we are undefended.
Heading to the LC.
Although, Swigert Space Dock is very strong. Alright, there they go. They took Belize. Belize has fallen. Not too concerned. Electrostatic confinement fusion reactor. Let's get our fusion tokamaks. So, a toroidal magnetic field holds fusion plasma and gathers charged particles to generate power. Sounds like a really cool power supply.
Offering counsel.
Here's our
Offering
antimatter
assistance.
pulsed plasma core
Offering
lantern.
support.
Nice. We want to do antimatter plasma core torch. So very high level propellant that uses antimatter. Other option is to get this stuff that only costs water. Let's go for the Deuteron reflex stuff. Water is our most valuable or most bountiful resource. So I think building up that as the base of our propellant system would be very nice. Very, very nice.
The people will be free. The revolution is coming.
Okay, now we just wait and see what happens, I guess.
Score 1 for the good guys.
We can refit Earth Defense Fleet. We're kind of fine keeping them where they're at. Don't want to use up all of our propellants just on them. Almost feel better about resupplying these guys. So they still are going to take up all of our stuff here. Yeah, definitely need to rework everybody to use water. In fact, it might almost be better to do that with these guys right now. Like, scuttle these ships. Go ahead and close this. I don't know. We'll hang on to them just because we need numbers right now, but eventually it's definitely going to be better to scuttle those guys. Okay, so we're doing our transfer of the scav fleet over. We're going to watch that with bated breath and see what happens. They might get intercepted, but I think they're pretty tough, all things considered. We're building out the last of our super colliders here. It's going to be done in April. And then we should be all good to go. Allen Beam Mining Complex is almost up and running. That'll give us 15 more fissiles. Actually, 48, so that'd be very nice. Just got to get the last of our reactor farms. Let's go ahead and save the hab template here for what will be our mining complex. We'll let everything finish building. But this should be a pretty balanced way to go about getting our stuff set up. Just got to power everything once we get these things online. So that's another 50. You should be all right. That's yeah, we'll have just enough to power everything. Cool. All right, I'll bring you guys back once we either have something interesting happen with this voyage to Jupiter. All right, we're getting close to completing a lot of tech, so I thought I'd do a quick check-in here. Neutron Flux Torch is about to get finished. This will let us get a better reactor. This is water as repellent, but it does have a lot of hydrogen listed in there. We got the Allen Beam Mining Complex up and running, so we have making a lot better income of fissiles here. Almost enough to where I feel like I could start using my navies. I did make a mistake when upgrading the mining complex. I didn't leave them with defenses, so there is now a navy on the way to destroy the Alexandrov mining complex, which is overall not a huge loss. We do lose out on some volatiles, which is a shame. But I'm also slowly working on upgrading all of our other mines as well to get them up and running. I'm going to use the same layout as we do with Allen Beam, thinking that will be pretty good here. I'm debating whether or not to keep the manufacturing complex. On one hand, it lets you upgrade stuff faster. On the other hand, it's a lot of materials that are going to be going away. Although it does cut into the cost. This costs 500 credits if we didn't have this running here to help us make a little bit of income here. And we can afford some of the losses. So I think that's fine. I think we'll make do with that for now. We do have the scav fleet still inbound, destined to arrive in 2047 of October. They are losing some propellant as they take their time, but I want to keep them with as much propellant as possible whenever they land. So we have the Earth Defense Fleet here. It would take all of my propellant to outfit this. It probably takes like 600 propellant. Can I even upgrade the Outpost Raiders? Is that their full stock, or they... Yeah. Oh my god. All the propellant I have, and it's still not enough. It takes like 600 propellant to fulfill this one fleet. Definitely got to decommission those guys and replace them with better sources of it. All right, so that was the big tech done. It's a really nice new drive. I'm thinking once we settle Jupiter, it's going to be time to start decommissioning our ships and replacing them. I'm going to kind of wait until then. We're about to finish administrative algorithms, which should get us this administrative tower. I think that'll be good for us. Aliens are taking over El Salvador. It's pointless. They're working over here, but not really worried about them. They are working in their army upgrade, but they're very far behind us. We're already at the invasion age. In a little bit, we'll get to the next stage, maybe? Is that fusion age afterwards, or is 7 range still invasion age? Nepal, okay. So basically what's happening is the servants are just taking control of stuff. We're about to run out of influence because of just how much we've increased our cap here.
Lending my expertise.
Oh, which is why I'm happy we're going to get
Offering
mind
support.
over matter, which should get
Lending
us
my
towards getting
expertise.
some nice stuff here. There's Vandenbeck Station, Low Venus Orbit. This is now all kitted out and set up here. So what I want to do with this complex right here, these nanofactories. I don't really need them anymore. 2 of these will probably pay for everything we're running. Command centers, right? That's what the idea here. Replace them with command centers. And we might actually be a little bit under. That's 800, so 1920 is going to be where we're at here. We're going to be a little bit over our cap. Enough to where all I have to do is probably replace one of you with a fusion reactor. And now we'll be fine. I think we can roll with that. That'll be good enough for us. Pays for itself. We'll have a little bit of fusion cost, but that's fine. Yeah, this
Long live the revolution.
actually isn't powered here.
Long live the revolution!
Do you afford to power this? Do I have to go?
Long live the revolution.
Don't know if we can afford to actually power these without me putting in fusion reactors. We'll see. I'll get this right. That doesn't really matter too much. It's just a secondary station. Japan's an interesting little battleground, considering the resistance took over a little bit of control. So let's Sheesis. Got 1.2k. There goes the Alexandrov mining complex. It's good to know you while you lasted. This just gives us volatiles. Yeah, some volatiles is gone. This station's dead.
Every conflict throughout history.
It's tragic, but we'll have to roll with it. We can get new tech here. I want to work towards getting whatever lets me do global empires here. Where is global empires? Is it off of? It's off of Accelerando. Okay. We need that desperately. I think white collar automation is the best bet for us here. More reactors. We're doing fine in the reactor market, I feel. Let's get white collar automation. The admin complex will probably be very helpful for us to get our control point cap up. We're going to have to start building back into space Earth orbit again. Hypervolts are less likely to happen. Let's go and favorite that. Well, we'll just leave it in the list. Make sure we don't have any revolts there. Yeah, Alexandrov is gone. The station is going to die. We'll watch it die. Oh, favorite that, please. I desperately need that. We're going to put that in for one of these slots. All right, but we'll just watch. This is gonna go away. They're gonna burn it to the regolith. Self-space resources, national investment mission control. Okay, and there they go. Okay, that's fine. A little less volatile income. We've learned from our mistake. We won't do that again with any of our mining complexes. You can see I've already set up all of these ones to where they're gonna get 2 battle stations online, and then I can switch them over without having to ruin everything. Specified program. Okay, so now we're still waiting. Can I refill my Earth Defense Fleet's propellant stores? It's questionable. Not the outpost raiders. Should be able to refill the outpost raiders. 500. Okay, favorite that, please. 500 volatiles. Am I going to use this fleet before I get rid of them? I think what we do is we keep it like it is. There is the very large fleet in Earth orbit, but what we can do is we can build the new fleet and then scuttle the old one once the new fleet's built. And that way we can save the propellant. Question is, do I have all the text that I want to do that? Let's see. Got a lot of things available to us. Let's look at the tech tree. It's the drives over here that I really want, right? Like probably like the protium fusion drive or the protium iris drive. Fusion tokamaks available. We need proton fusion. So we'll hold off. We'll maintain. I want to just go to our in-game ships right away. I don't want to do intermediate shipbuilding whenever it's so costly to us. I'd rather slowly get our infrastructure up and then build those ships. So that's what we'll do. And yeah, we're still waiting, still doing tech and waiting for the Scav fleet to arrive in October, which will probably be the next time I have something to share with you, unless the alien administration does something wild on Earth. So we'll see. I'll bring you guys back once I have an update. All right, looks like we're going to war. The alien administrations have declared war on the African Union, the European Union, Israel. So that's fun. They can't do anything to me. So we should just be fine here, unless they start nuking stuff.
By the numbers.
They're blockaded. So I don't know what their plan is. Just gonna keep them occupied, though. We gave up Belize. We were able to free Belize from the aliens here, which was nice. We also now have our Fusion Age armies in Istanbul. That's cool. I don't know what I'm going to do with these guys yet, but they're around. Japan also still has Fusion Age at 8.29, so we are very advanced. It's a question of how much of this... If I send one army, can we take over Guatemala City without getting nuked? We'll just send one and see. Have module complete. Because if this is the case, go and cross out all of these. These are all just the battle stations. We can't power those yet. If that is the case, I could slowly just free this entire region, I think, and work on eating away at the alien administration. Who are we at war with? Just them right now. Yeah, why did they... Oh, they didn't get called in. Yeah, Iran, come on in. Belize is now freeing themselves. We're making friends with the resistance. Would love to actually find an operative from them.
Going in hot.
Let's pull off one of these guys. Let's see if we can find an operative from the resistance. These are probably all servants. I don't care. We'll wait. I definitely think those are all servants that are out there. Go ahead and deploy a team deal with the bushfires. Now let's see if we could just take over San Salvador.
Lending my expertise.
And free them.
Assistance.
Offering assistance.
It's really starting to get a hurt from this control point cap thing. Oh, better... Okay, so better stuff for the advisors. I don't really care to upgrade our advisors anymore, unless these are, like, super good. We do have a ton of muns to throw at it, but I don't think that's really something we care about at the moment. So let's make sure everyone has just a little bit of funding investment. I know I turned it off for a lot of people. Alright, so let's see if we can occupy this with one army. Bonus stabilize mission, that's fine.
People will be free.
Republic of Korea is now controlled by the initiative. What's our occupation chance here? 83% chance. Mexico's now fighting Japan. Japan's been in war, by the way, for 20 years. No, I decline. You declared this war.
The LC.
Let me
is
slowly
secure.
free the nations that you have under you. Why not? If one army can take out all these things, why not take advantage of it, right? Let's see. Parasite emitter. That's interesting. We'll see. Don't know what that does. This is all late game stuff that I've never seen before, because I've you know, at this point invested 30 hours into this campaign. Space fences in Canada. We wanted to keep building those. If we get space fences, I can just completely ignore Earth and just, you know, hold the line and let everything else fall apart around me. Like a true Project Exodus person. Alright, so we got 60% here. I'm sorry if I put a second army, they're going to launch the damn nukes. Actually, we're still at 100 strength. This is actually quite good. Get rid of the one that's in the United States, please.
Taking it to them.
We're hoping to break India free using our increasing unrest here, but we do have lower chances. Probably need to do a round of improvements for our guys. Evangelist, we're going to improve your command. I wonder if any of these orgs are actually like very good that I've been missing, because I've not looked at these in ages. At this point, we probably would not. If one of our advisor dies, I think we might focus on getting space mining output instead of what we've been doing, where we're just boosting their stats. Because we're at the point in the game where our operatives aren't the main, aren't the greatest asset available to us, right? It's the navies now in the space flight. Don't get me wrong, it's still good to have good operatives, but I much more care about this stuff going on here. Okay, so we're now getting the last tier of things that we can use to upgrade.
I will help them.
Aliens have never used, aren't actually going against us on any of these stuff. And fleets arrived in low Dione orbit. San Marquial division is doing its job. Let's take a second one of these, and we're going to take them over and have them work on
Death to tyrants!
Biak over here. We've got some nukes somewhere in here that we're going to have to take control over. I'm fine losing like one army
Secured.
or a nuke. Fusion reactors are done on Mars. Are Mars fully upgraded yet, or are they still waiting? Looks like they're still waiting. 20th of March. They're going to start coming online, though. Then we can swip these over to the full thing. Okay, breakthrough. Definitely, definitely, definitely. So there's one that can boost our shipbuilding and our damage control teams. But the one I've been doing here whenever we have this event is I always go for the off-Earth mining output. There we go. There's our bonus mines to those. Let's do the increase control capacity by 120. Please and thank you. I could make an effort to unify South America if I do all this stuff. I do see the servants getting involved down here. Now, if they end up taking this all to, let's get you to have an army. I want one army in South America. That way you can get involved in wars. That way, if we do have to fight in South America, we can give it to you. Because you have claims. I think that's a good idea. We are going to get probably full occupation of both of these without having any problems.
Offering counsel.
Fusion reaction on Mars. We're still not done building it out. So what is this? Could itself from assaults orbit using 2 orbit. Okay. Interesting. We haven't had the AI ever assault any of our halves with like their operatives.
Death to tyrants.
Also, China's still losing armies very slowly. Chicago, keep working on it. Stop their terraforming. We're just going to slowly take over all of their far reaches here. So let's see, that die is only down to 99%, man. Likewise, these armies over here are going to only be information age. Let's try putting another army. Speed things up a little bit. Put an army right in Dinspur. None of these guys can run away because they don't have the... They're blockaded. So theoretically, we can do 1 army per and just keep working on these guys. Let's just see how this goes. We'll focus mainly in this region. We'll send 1 army to 1 area. Indonesia's a death trap if you don't have a naval control. So you're going there, you're going there, you're going there. Take the one in Kyiv and put them on Minsk. No, not Minsk. Samarinda. Then we're going to do the same and try to take Sri Lanka. There's probably a straight crossing in Sri Lanka, which lets them move
I will
everything.
help them.
Offering
Oh,
support.
Sri Lanka is actually independent from India.
Offering support.
That's cool. Servant fleet in lunar orbit. Servant. We don't care about the human nations. They have no chance of breaking through our battle stations that we've built. Okay, we have enough fissiles that I could debate. I could actually refit some of these. Definitely can do the outpost rated for 500. How much does it take to kit out the Earth Defense Force? We are still at capacity. We don't have enough to actually output them yet. 6K medals.
We were
3K.
able to instigate an uprising. Their
Yeah,
government
that's
remains stable.
big no there. On the Scab fleet side,
The LC is secure.
Chicago's now free. 20th October 2047, so we're getting closer. About to take Belize. Question is, at what point are they going to nuke us? Okay, are we going to win some of these, or are we going to lose these fights? So we're at 77% already. What happened? Zaida, go and do the assault in Srinagar.
Going in.
So 29% chance to hit, you have a 73% chance. Chunk it up to bad luck, I guess. And they are actually just devastating us in
Offering
these
counsel.
hits that we're taking.
Offering assistance.
Gotta remember to pull them off when they start to
Lending
get
my
a little low.
expertise.
Let's see, if I send a second army here, double up on our armies that we have available, let's see if we start getting nuked. Two armies should be able to take this stuff out. Meanwhile, we're going to take this area over. Low Mercury orbit for some fleet. We should be fine, I think. All of our stations, I think, have decent defenses in Mercury. Yeah, 5.6 even for the ones that aren't. Oh, 1.7. Those could be risky. But these are just research complexes. We could rebuild them if need be.
The uprising is underway. Long live the revolution.
Score 1 for the good guys.
Okay. Think we'll be fine. God damn it. Cannon the... Leave me alone, Resistance. You're not gonna give you Canada. I spent so much time building this nation up, I'm not gonna just release it. Though it might be worth it at some point. But we still have this glut on our management cap. 30 influence a month being spent on that shit. Alright, give me Canada back, please. Thank you.
Targeting the opposition.
90% chance. Okay, we start getting our armies together. Now we have 2 armies there, 1 everywhere. Just 1 in Medan. How are we doing in Guatemala? 25% occupied.
Offering assistance.
68% health.
Lending my
67.
expertise.
Offering counsel.
Okay, we're gonna start taking them out pretty fast here. Let's pull off the Panzer. That's in Dinspur. Get him back to the EU. There's gotta be someone else that can go and replace them. The one in London, come to Dinspur. And this is the cycle we're gonna be doing. We're gonna just cycle out the guys piece by piece. Though some of them don't have navies yet. Low Venus, I
Long
think we'll be
live
fine.
the revolution! The uprising is underway.
So, I'm looking at the build Navy priority. I can direct invest in this to get us some more navies. I'm gonna spend 20k on this, I think. Or as much as I fucking can. 20k. That seems good. Confirm this. We're about to get another navy out. Small incremental return on that, but it's still valuable to me. Demonstration wants peace. We want no peace until we take out all your armies and reclaim your stuff here.
Our people have taken
All
control.
right, control over Canada again. Let's reset its control points. This is the micro that we have now in the game. Is whenever these pesky guys get involved, we just kick them, take it back, and keep moving. About to finish antimatter plasma torch. We don't have antimatter production. We do have a little bit set up. I could actually turn some of that on again now. Right, let's go ahead and turn on some of the antimatters that we have sitting around here. Where is it? I can find it. I can find it. There we go. Let's turn you on. Turn you on. We'll get back to like this level, I think. Well, let's turn it all on. Need my production of antimatter. It's better to work on this now. Get it built up. And useful later. Oh, you guys are also... You're already at subfusion age. How long have you been at... Are you at war? Oh, you're at war with Ecuador. I see. Army health check. Got some getting close to low 60s, but that's fine. Zaida, I want you... Find out who's in the African Union real quick.
Eyes on target.
If that's a servant, we're going to assassinate him. Here comes our army.
Securing our interests.
Their navies are falling
Protecting
down.
our interests.
Offering assistance. Surveillance
Okay,
complete.
we're going to go and assassinate that person and weaken the servants as much as we can. 80%, 86% chance occupied. Back in Athens we go. I overshot. If they're going to nuke us, they'll probably nuke us once their armies die. We will see how they're going to act.
The revolution will not be today.
The people will be free.
Antimatter plasma torch. Good. This is the right slot. Let's go for the cheapos, I think. Or... let's get some of the better laser batteries. Environmental degradation. We're working on it. There go their armies. We're going to be down to 14 armies. We are getting space defenses. We're not getting bombarded yet, which is good. If we get bombarded, I'd have to actually fuel my fleet and use them to attack. And that's expensive. Should get full occupation in all these regions. Everyone's set up except for Zaida. Do an assassinate. Take her out.
Target.
She's got to go. Boost some. Let's go and do a round of improvements for all our operatives here. Boost persuasion where it makes sense. Boost command elsewhere. You want your persuasion. Though we are going to get close to having... Well, actually, not even close. We will have good control point space or surplus once we complete the text we're researching. But still, it's good to invest in this stuff. Never know when you need to have good persuasion. Send aid to Berlin. Not even a question. Part Harcourt in the African Union does now have space defenses. There goes an army over there. And Dunsaper. I think our armies are all good.
Offering support.
10th Mountain,
I will help them.
and he's back in battle.
I
Where
will
are
help
you?
them.
Oh, you're up here.
Target neutralized.
There go the servants. Regime change in El Salvador. We will completely. We're gonna first get allies with you, and then we are going to go ahead and abandon this nation. Canada, let's have you build one army. Just throw it out there. Also drop the funding priority here. Monolithic culture. Well, let's get you some army built up here. Military strength matters now. Likewise, let's
Their
do
government
this.
remains stable.
I've been... Oh god, the god of Manuel. Oh, that's because he did a critical failure. That's what happened.
The revolution.
That's
is
going to really
coming.
hurt our income for this. It's only for like a month or two, though. We'll just take the hit. Okay, we're starting to get low on this mountain guy. Let's pull him back. I don't know when the nukes would actually kill our armies. We can deal with this. Istanbul, Athens. Oh, actually, you have the strength here. So come back over here. Give me another army that has... We'll wait to do a swap. How's the one in Guatemala? We've taken all that over, so this army should be free, right? We'll pull them off. And... let's put them over here. Enemies are planning. Zida, assault alien assets.
Gear up.
Manuel's detained. We'll
Ready
automate your
for
missions once you're
orders.
available again. This is what we're gonna run with. Gonna kick the aliens off of Earth.
Lending my expertise.
Times
Securing
another
our
time.
interests.
Could nuke them.
Lending my expertise.
Don't ever make the mistake
There's
of thinking the
Accelerando.
problem is solved. Defeating any enemy is like plucking your
Global
eye.
Empire should come available now. They did inertial confinement fusion. We're almost at the end of all of our global techs. John Quill's brand stops responding. Did he lose control of a brand? That's interesting. Doesn't bother me. His command... well, let's just grab this thing that I forgot to grab a while ago. Just go and just grab all your census and stuff. Doesn't ever hurt. We can get baddest brands instead, so we're going to be fine. It's a really cool picture. South American Union has a crackdown. Oh, it's because we are so far over our limit here. They're just all going on in South American Union.
Death to tyrants.
Okay, that's fine though. When's this guy free? 26th of August. They have one turn to try to make a purge against us.
Target destroyed.
Checking our health. Do the ends justify the means? Let's lose some. El Salvador, we're giving up anyway. Build a purge against Canada. Arrived in Naples. South American Union's a fucking protector. God damn it. Okay. Everyone's trying to purge us now that we're weak for just a little bit here. They smelled... it's like sharks with blood in the water. 20th Guards Army in Moscow. Okay. Global Empire, favorite it, please. We need a control point cap. As our shit gets more expensive. There's the 20th Guards. Alright, Zida, I have a mission for you. Let us go and purge. 95% chance.
We're taking power.
Someone will probably purge our other stuff, but that's
Reporting
fine.
in.
Nelson, automate your missions.
At your
We don't need to
service.
increase unrest in India anymore. We're going to take them out ourselves. This must be the capital of Jakarta. It
I will
is.
help
That's
them.
why they keep spawning
Offering
stuff here.
assistance.
I will
Wait, is
help
that the... It's not the capital of the alien administration, right? Should be like...
Things are cooling off.
Not Jaipur. Okay, our counselors are free. Let's go and make sure Emmanuel looks all good with his orgs and stuff. Let's just throw this out here. So at 21, this will put him at the cap. And let's just throw in something that will boost our extraction. We do have other options. Let's do... Not the Secret Service. Don't need any of those, really. Let's just do Nepeta extraction here. Initiatives behind the operations. Launch facilities has been sabotaged. Okay. It's all fine. No! I am free, Director. Okay. Induced inflection point. We don't really need that. Our operatives are so strong that we can take things over anyways. Alright, we're about at stage to call it here. Looks like we lost part of South American Union. That's fine. We'll get that back. So I don't mind splitting it with the Resistance. They're not too terrible
We are
here.
in control here.
We're still going to get full control back. Our nation, the European Union, is no formal defense treaty with the new government in Papua New Guinea, and the leader of the are demanding we to move our forces. Are you free? Proposed alliance. Move these two troops off. Let's get them back to the EU. What we're going to do is we're probably going to free everybody but India. Then we'll go and end the war here, I think. But I think this is good enough for now. We can put a cut in here. Papua New Guinea is now formed. We're going to form a lot of little breakaway nations in India and places. So that's what we're going to do. We'll fight the aliens, kick them off the planet, I think, and then go back to what we're doing. Getting close to October, so we should eventually have the Scav fleet arrive where we need them to. Other than that, we can kick up our antimatter production. We have it all capped out. So now we're making actual antimatter. We'll have some surplus there. We should get more once we get Jupiter set up. And we're going back to stockpiling resources, which is all fine, right? Getting the last couple of techs we need to really kick up our military even higher. And then it's just grinding out and killing aliens, which will be fun, but challenging. So we'll get there. But for now, I'm Costin here. Hope you guys enjoyed. I've been Sean's Blue Screeners. As always, I'll catch you next one. Later.